Welcome back to the channel, everybody. So in a recent video, you probably saw me take this camper behind me off the trailer. Remember, this is a removable Squaredrop camper pod that I designed and built a couple years ago. I've gotten a ton of good feedback. I'm about to put this camper pod back on my trailer for another camping trip that we have coming up here. And I'm gonna use my side-by-side with a winch on it. And if you don't have that and you want to do a project like this, you're going to have to think of something different, I think. But this is how I'm going to do it. Stick around. So if you remember, the most recent modification that I did was changing the way that this thing attaches to the trailer. This is going to be the first time that I reattach to the trailer. And the big question from everybody online is whether or not I can get the holes on here line up exactly with where these bolts are at. So we're about to find out. First thing I've got to do is unscrew them and get them out of the way. So part of the tricky part to this, or I should say not necessarily tricky, but it maybe takes a minute or so to figure out here, is getting everything straight. If I get it lined up on the trailer to come on straight, everything is a heck of a lot easier. If I don't do that, then I end up with scuffs on the side, which not a big deal, but so this is the part where everybody has a little bit of heartache. What if I don't have one of these winches like this on an ATV? So a come along is a manual winch. It uses a ratchet system and has some pulleys on it. What I'm about to do here with this electric winch, you could easily do with a manual winch. I'm just going to use this because this is the way that I designed it. Now that I've got the edge of the camper on the trailer, I can go ahead and get rid of the dolly, or floor jack, I guess. Now I'm just going to pull it right up. Did the dolly come off the ground yet?
Just about.
Not yet.
Now it's off.
Now it's off. Alright. So once this dolly comes off the ground, these pins just come off. And they're just kind of wedged in here. I'll take a second to address another question that I had, and I might not be able to get this out of here quite yet, but the weight of the pod actually sits directly on this piece and directly into the wheel. The pin in this thin section of wood doesn't actually hold any load. The next goal here is just to make sure that our holes are going to line up, and I'm just going to kind of bump this thing. Until hopefully we can get these to line up. I think that one's starting. So this side right here, this is the side that I was watching, and I got these lined up where I can get them started. However, the other side is like, I don't know, 3/16 of an inch off. So that tells me that my trailer and camper are actually sitting crooked. This is exaggerated, but they're sitting a little bit crooked. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start the 2 bolts on this side, make sure I don't cross thread them, but I'm gonna just get them started where this won't move. Then I'll take a pry bar and I should be able to shift this camper kind of sideways. We'll see if we can get the other 2 to line up, and we should be good. That's actually threading in there nice. On each one of these is I'm taking this bolt up flush to this piece right here. I'm not drawing it super tight, but I'm just taking it flush. And then I'll take this lock nut on the back with the adjustable wrench and I'll just lock it in place. That's the attachment of the camper pod onto the trailer. Rev, what do we want to call it, babe? 2.0, 3.0?
Yeah.
There's a few things that I changed. Obviously, I changed these connection methods. I added the eye bolt underneath to the weldment down here, so I didn't have to run a strap through there. That saved a little bit of time. And, you know, I post some of these videos on TikTok, and man, the comments that you get in there, sometimes, I know you got to be thick-skinned as a social media, I guess, creator, but some people are just like, you know. So one guy said it would take 3 hours to load and unload this thing. Well, we started at 1:25 and we were done at 1:55, and that includes videoing this and setting up some shots and whatnot. So that's 30 minutes. You know, I've always kind of said it takes me 20 minutes to load and 20 minutes to unload. So I'm sticking to that. I think it's 20 minutes. I still think this is a really cool idea, and you know, I'm not the kind of person that likes to have a lot of wasteful things around, so to have a whole extra trailer just for this, I do understand some folks want to have a camper, but for us, this is what we wanted to do. A neat idea that I think is very unique and not many folks have it. So thanks for watching this video. If you have comments on the loading unloading process, let me know in the comment section. If you're interested in how this thing went together, there is a build series in the YouTube channel. If you scroll down into my page, you'll find the build series. And thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next video.